All right, hi guys. All right, so we're going to our fourth video now. I'm trying to get some of these done in one day so that I have time to help you guys with some other stuff, because this does take a lot of time to edit and add and all this other crazy stuff. So just wanted to work on some other things that we haven't done so far. We're gonna work on our self-defense. This is gonna be probably more geared towards my higher belts. Little dragons, you're welcome to try it out, but this is probably not gonna be so much for you, so just try your best, follow along. We're gonna do a little bit of a warm up, we're gonna stretch out, and then we'll do some self-defense. I'll try to do a little bit of everybody so that little dragons, you can at least get the first part of it and then try your best for the rest of it, okay? So our first workout we're gonna do today is going to be jumping jacks. We're gonna do 20 and not count the numbers 2 and 12, and then we're gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep adding to it. So when you do the jumping jacks, so not only are you gonna go 1, jump, 3, and then keep going, okay? So it's not 1, skip it all together and then keep going. So you still have to do 20 whole jumping jacks, but we're gonna skip the number 2 and 12. All right, here we go, all together. Get ready, counting nice and loud, and go. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. All right, now we're gonna do something a little bit different. Now we're gonna go into jump squats. So you're gonna jump squat. This time we're gonna go 15 of them. Don't count the number 1 or 10, okay? But you still have to do them. Ready? Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job. All right. Now we are going to go 10 high jumps. So you're going to jump up like this, bring those knees up 10 times. Don't count 2 or 8. Ready? And go. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Whew, good job. All right, let's get some stretching going. Go ahead and put your hands on your hips. Hip rotations, big circles, and the other way. Good job. Knee rotations, and the other way. Good job. Forward and backwards. Good job. Arm circles forward and backwards. Twisting. Good job. One arm in front and back. One arm in front and back. Good job. Reach down to those toes. Good job. Legs apart. Reach to one side, counting hana, dul, set, net, tasit, yasit, build up, yodel, hop, yul. Other side, counting hana, dul, set, net, tasit, yasit, build up, yodel, hop, yul. Go down all the way as far as you can go, and have a seat. Reach to one side, counting hana, dul, set, net, tasit, yasit, build up, yodel, hop, yul. Other side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Reach out in front of you. And then legs out in front. Reach for those toes, counting hana, dul, set, net, tasit, yasit, ilda, yodel, ahop, yul. Good job. Butterfly. Nose to your toes, counting hana, dul, set, net, tasit, yasit, ilda, yodel, ahop, yul. Good job. All right, I have a little thing popping up on my screen again. Just gonna change it real quick. All right, here we go. So let's go over a few things first. Just a little reminder that we have 3 Ds in our Taekwondo. So we have detect, diffuse, and defend. So detecting is just looking around, making sure what type of situation you're in. So if you are, you know, by yourself somewhere, or if you're with mom and dad, you know, wherever it may be, you have to decide whether you need to be more aware or less aware. So we don't have to be scared of people. We don't need to walk around trying to fight everybody, but we do need to be aware of the type of people that are out there, and we need to be aware of our surroundings. So if I was playing here, you know, in my backyard, I probably wouldn't have to be as aware as I would if I was like at the beach, right? Because the beach is public to everybody, so any type of person can come there. Generally, most people don't come to your backyard. Could somebody? Yeah, but so we have to be aware of that too. So that's the first part, is knowing when you need to be aware and when you don't need to be as aware, okay? Second one is defuse. So that just means that we are going to try to use our words before we were ever to fight. So we're not trying to walk straight up to people and like start punching or start palm striking, right? We're not just going to start being mean. So if someone were trying to start a fight with us, we're going to try to avoid it. If a stranger comes and tries to approach us, right, we put our hands up. So that's also part of the non-violent posture. So there's a few parts to the diffusing to calm a situation down. So one is going to be, you want to have a non-violent posture just like this. So hands are up, put your hands on your hips, hands up like this. Okay, you can cross your arms, but we're not going to intertwine them like that. So you're going to put one hand in front and one hand on top of that. So if you needed to, you could be ready, right, to spear, do whatever it is you need to do. So so there's detecting, diffusing. So again, nonviolent posture. Also making sure that you're standing tall, right? Generally, a bully and a stranger want to take the kids or the people that seem kind of weak and really quiet. So remember, a bully nor a stranger wants to get caught, nor do they want to get hurt. So if you're hitting really hard, you're really strong, and you're yelling really loud, they're not going to want to mess with you. So here we go, hands up. And the last one of our D's, defending. So that's when you would actually use those tools that you need to defend yourself, okay? So let's get moving here. Let me dust all the grass off. All right, so hands are up in a nonviolent posture. Now, if you are my higher belts, you're gonna know this. Little dragons, you can just try it with me. Repeat after me, ready? So first move, say index palm, and then rear palm, combat stance. So when you do a combat stance, make sure your shoulders and hips are forward, toes are forward, bending those knees slightly, and now you're going to bring your whatever leg is in the back, put that hand right in front of you. Whatever leg is in the front, put that hand out in front. So this one is to attack, this one's more to protect, okay? And then you're going to go full spear, so you guys can see, vertical elbow, eye rake, horizontal elbow, eye rake, half spear, diagonal elbow, punching knee, and then a combat stance. So even when I step back in my combat stance, I'm still leaning forward, right? So we're not going here, because if we were to get attacked from here, we're gonna fall to the ground, okay? So make sure body's still forward, ready to attack or defend yourself if you need to, okay? A few tips about that spear, remember, is that hands are open, right? And you're gonna use that sweet spot. So if you feel your arm, there is the meaty side, right? It's where that muscle is, and then you have the bone side, and then right in the middle there's like a harder spot. That's where you're gonna use it as your spear. Okay, so fingers open, make sure your arm is outside 90. So here's 90 degrees, you want to go outside of that, and then hands will come out in front just like that. So if you had to defend yourself, so there's that. Let's go over each tool in that close quarter form. So we had our hands up, we go index palm, rear palm. So that's just those palm strikes, right? We practice those all the time. Palm strikes, making sure that you're opening your hand, because if you were to punch like this or like this, any of these ways, and let's say you had to punch someone's like head, which is really hard compared to your hand. Your hand's going to be not as strong. Those bones aren't as strong. So instead, you're going to hit with that really big bone instead of those little teeny tiny fingers. So hit with that big bone on your palm. You hit your palms together, it kind of hurts a little bit. So there's your palm strikes, right? So there. And then we get into what we call a combat stance, right? So body forward, bend those knees, leaning forward, one hand ready to palm strike, one hand trying to protect yourself if you need to, okay? And then you're gonna go full spear, so fingers open, outside 90, and then vertical elbow. So this is if someone had their arms wrapped around me and I was trying to defend myself, right? Trying to get some room, and I opened those hands up and then took my elbow, and here's their face, and I hit their chin and then scratched their face, and then I elbowed their face, scratch their face, and then I have my half spear on the back of their head because they're grabbing their face, they're in pain, and then diagonal elbow, and then hit them with your knee. So grab their body and hit it, okay? All right, for this drill, this one's a little bit different because self-defense does involve having more of an instructor or a partner there. So all I want you to do is go through all the tools that we have as fast as you can. Okay, so you're gonna go palm strike as fast as you can. Remember, help stranger, no back away, right? So part of the diffusing is no back away, and then help stranger, hitting hard, yelling loud to make sure that, remember, that stranger or bully gets caught or get hurt, one of the two, so that you have time to get away in case you need to. So we have palm strikes. I want you to practice those. Practice your vertical elbows, so elbowing up, so you can elbow up, scratch down, elbow up, scratch down. The other one you can practice is your horizontal elbow, horizontal and scratch, horizontal, scratch, horizontal, scratch. So hitting with that meaty side of your elbow, so across the face here, and then scratch it back, and then across the face, scratch it back. Good job. And then you can also practice your knees, right? Hitting with those. It's really simple. A lot of the time you see those crazy like movies and stuff. Remember, we don't want to do anything crazy. We just want to make sure that we can get away, get safe, and defend ourselves as best we can. So as long as you're hitting hard as much as possible, yelling really loud, trying to get someone's attention, then you guys will be all good. And then obviously to make sure you walk up nice and strong, nice and confident, and practice those things. So you're going to do palm strikes, the two types of elbows, and the knees. Now you may need your chest protector, so your parent can, or partner or parent or sibling, hold chest protector, and then, or you could do it with a pillow. And then you can also use a ball. You can use all kinds of things. So make sure that you're really just hitting hard and practicing those moves. Now the first time you do it, you're just going to go 10, right? Just practicing the motion. And then I want you to go 10 as fast as you can. So pop, 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 pop. Same thing. So up and down, 10 times, just practicing the motion. And then up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Oh, throw my strings around. And then also I'm going to post another file or another video today. I also, with today's video, I want you to practice the student pledge. So remember all those things that we go over daily. You know, the first part of the pledge is going to be to wake up in a good mood, stay away from the things that are bad for you, right? Like strangers, like bullies. Next part is going to be to try to do things without being told, especially in a time like now. You know, keep your room clean, get your homework done, practice your stuff when you need to, and be respectful, and then try to be a leader. So if you are a brother, a sister, you know, try to be in a good mood, try to help mom and dad out, try to help your brothers and sisters out. Even if they don't do Taekwondo, you know, they can come and do these videos for you and try to help them and be an instructor. Next part of that student pledge is, remember, just keep your hands and feet to yourself unless you absolutely need to defend yourself. And then last part is stay motivated, stay dedicated, and always try your best. So I hopefully when you're doing these videos, you are trying your best and really thinking about what you're doing and not just kind of going through the motions and all of that. And hopefully we will be training together soon. All right, bye guys, have a good night.